Okay, it's that magical time of year again. It's garlic planting season. I'm really looking forward to this. I love this time of year. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick the bulb that has the biggest potential genetics. And you do that by just simply selecting the biggest bulb. This is just simple selective breeding. We've been doing this as humans since we started first gardening. Now I'm going to just carefully peel the skin off because I don't want to damage the cloves. Pull the cloves apart. Got to be careful not to damage anything. And now I'm going to pick the biggest clove out of those two cloves. Now I could plant either one and both of them will be just fine. But I want to pick the largest clove to maximize the largest bulb. Okay, we're looking at about 95 cloves of garlic here. So this will be next year's harvest. I have all my own seed garlic this year. This is the first year I have all my own seed garlic and didn't have to go buy any. Okay, so this particular bed was eggplants this year. And 2 years ago, this is where I planted my garlic. Now, it's pretty low on organic material other than the chop and drop stuff that I put in there. So I'm adding a bag of Cedar Grove compost to the bed. Now I really like Cedar Grove's compost. I don't add any fertilizer at this time. The cloves will grow and basically go dormant here very quickly. So adding fertilizer at this time is actually a waste. Now this bed was peppers. Now I don't do a lot of just no dig stuff, although it's just very, very lightly dug in, no tilling, just a real light uh, digging it in a little bit. Now I'm laying out the egg carton grid here, and I've done several videos on showing me using the egg carton method here. Basically, it's just going to give me a nice guidance on and how to plant my seeds, or in this case garlic. I first showed this in my carrot planting video and last year's garlic video. So I'm going to go ahead and start planting my garlic using the egg carton method. I'm going to skip 2 cups at a time, giving me a 6-inch spacing in between each clove. If I want a 2-inch spacing, I would plant in every cup. If I want a 4-inch spacing, I would skip every other cup. And if I want a 6-inch spacing, I want to skip 2 cups and plant in the next cup. So that's how the egg carton method works. Now in this particular bed, I am using 6-inch spacing. I'm experimenting this year. I'm going to use a 6-inch spacing in this bed, and the other bed I'm going to go ahead and try 4-inch spacing. I'm really interested to see if it'll make a difference on the size of the bulbs. Now, I have traditionally used pretty strictly 4-inch spacing, and I've had good success with 4-inch spacing. But I do see a lot of people talking about going out to 6 inches. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to try a 6-inch spacing and see if I get even larger bulbs, or maybe even I have to use less fertilizer. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm really curious what the end result is going to be. I'm just going to go through this whole bed, get them all planted. You can see I just poke a little hole down in the cup there, jam the root side down, and I cover it all up with my hand in soil. Now, these are just some autumn leaves. I always cover this stuff up. Now, I see a lot of people talking about squirrels getting a hold of their bulbs and stuff. I think this helps. I think this helps initially to keep pests and stuff away from those bulbs. I don't know if maybe they can't smell it or something like that, but I rarely have, in fact, I don't think I've ever had any of my bulbs dug up because I always cover them up with these autumn leaves. I can't say for sure because personally, I'm not going to do a control to see if something digs up my bulbs because I have no interest in anything digging my stuff up. But I can tell you, I've never had any of my bulbs dug up after I've covered them up like this. And we have plenty of squirrels around. Try covering up, if you're having problems with squirrels and stuff digging them up, try covering them up with these extra leaves. It isn't going to hurt anything. Plus, it adds a lot of nice organic material that the worms will break down. Now, I have had a lot of problems with rats this year, and I won't go into too much detail there, but I have had some problems with rats, and I'm going to set traps so that nothing eats the top of my plants once they do come up. Which do you think is going to be more successful this year, the 4-inch spacing or the 6-inch spacing? Comment down below. If you get something out of the video, like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.